To introduce you HUGER VIS 2100 US. Please let me introduce you the main unit, the main image processor, and the monitor. We have the air pump and the light source installed in the main processor, and some front panel and different buttons installed. The water bottle, and this is the leakage tester, and this is the SD card, and this is the scope, and this one is the power cable, and this is the signal cable connected from the main unit and the monitor, and this one is the signal cable connected with the main processor to the scope. Now let me introduce you how to connect these ones to the unit. First, we install the air pump and the scope. We hold the scope like this. Please do not hold the scope with any other way, because it could bring some damage to the lens and distal tip. And now this is the way to connect the scope to the image processor. Okay. And then we install the water bottle like this and connect it to this part, and then the power cable and signal cable, and then we connect the power cable to the main unit in this port, and then we connect it to a light, to the power output. After that, the signal cable from main unit to the power, to the monitor. It's a screw. Here is a little gap. Here is a little tip in the port. Now, in the signal cable connected with the scope and the image. Here is the light, the red point, and here is the red point. And for the scope, the same way. There is a light, the red spot to the red spot. Okay, all the parts are installed with the main unit. This is the correct way. And now we press the power button to turn on the machine. And you can see the view of the scope is activated. Hold it. See, scope, there are two locks for the up and down. Up and down. If you want this distal tip stable in this position, you need to push the lock to this to not move. And if you want to recover the place of the distal tip, unlock it. The same way for the right and left positions, you need to move the lock in the front, and you can use it like this way. And at the same time, here's a lock for the right and left positions. You can use it like this way. It will be locked. It will not move. And if you want to take it back, unlock it and move it to the back. Yes. Okay, now let me introduce you the functions of the scope on the buttons of the scope. This one is the freeze button or the capture button. When you press, when there is a function of the monitor of capturing picture, you can press this. Let me show you. CVBS. Here's the camera on this place, and with an SD card installed. With an SD card installed, you can press this to save a screenshot, to capture the screenshot. And for this button is the vacuum function. You need to press, make the pump function work in advance. Of course, this one is the vacuum function, but for the vacuum and for the pump, we have the button here. Let me fill some more things. Suction button, and when we use during an operation, there is a vacuum device connected to this port in the hospital. Every hospital, they would have the device to do the vacuum device and the suction button. And I will introduce you the pump, the air pump. This button. When we use this button, we need to press the pump button to keep the pump inside the process working. When we push the button like this way, do not push it down. There will be the water. There is some gas flow to the nozzle. This one. Let me show you the way how it works. Like this. Do not press down.
Block this hole.
Just block this hole, and there is air flowing. And when we press it down, there will be water flow out from this nozzle. See. This is a function to protect the nozzle and the lens. And now let me introduce you the functions of the buttons on the front panel. Beside the pump, here is a lamp button to switch on and off the lamp light source. You can see there's a two light guide end is with some light. When we press it, it will be short pump as well. And then before we start an operation, we need to do when we turn on the lamp, there is another function to adjust the light enhancement like this way to rotate this knob. Unclockwise is to reduce the light, and clockwise is to enhance the light. You can see. Okay. Let's go to the other buttons. When we use the first, for the most important button is the AWB button. This is the word stands for automatic white balance button. When you use this, you need to press this. You need to put this distal end to the white paper or something is perfect white to do the white balance. Press this white balancing. It's showing here. And when it's okay, it is done. And then we have two modes for the controlling of the images. Press the auto button on the monitor to get to the S-video view. In here, we can get a clear view of the better clear view for the scope, for the tissues or everything. And when we press auto again, here's the control mode for the monitor and the functions, like capturing. When we press it, the capturing function is used. And when we want, if you want to review the picture, you can press the view button to check the pictures we just captured, and we press the view button again to return back to view the normal viewings on the images on the monitor. Of course, we can choose to record some video from the scope, and you can press capture to start the record. There's a video recording in the main unit. After some while, when you finish the capture, if you want to make it to an end, you can press the capture key to end the video, and it will be saved automatically. And as well as the way of viewing the pictures, you can press the view key button to have a look at the video we just took here. And we can press the switch and play this button to start to reviewing the video. It will be played automatically. After this one, after the video is over, we can press the view key, the view button to return to the normal interface. And for the select button, we can press it. Let me turn back to the S-video mode and press the S-video select. Here is the window. This is for special, maybe this is the view of the we can adjust the view in the center of this of the monitor view, small and medium and large. It's a way to indicate the important section during the operation. And when we press the select button again, we can find the brightness. We can press this button to adjust the brightness. Usually we would set it to the 6. And when this is set, we can press select again the windows and the aperture. Here's 3 levels for the aperture: high, medium, and soft. Medium, high, and soft. Usually we take it to the medium. After that, press the select key button again. There's a language selection: English, French, and German. And after the language is selected, we can choose to press the select button again to find the color shift. Here's a different color shifts for the view, and we can use the optimized mode for the image. It's good for most of us. Of course, you can choose by yourself. And after that, brightness, and windows, and aperture, and the language and color shift. Here is the brightness. We have these modes. Hope you can understand the way of the buttons working here. Thank you very much.